Hey everyone.
Welcome back to another video.
We're in our new living room and we're having some friends over tonight for game night.
Here's Bear with his ball.
And we're about to cook up a bunch of food.
So we're making vegan snacks for game night tonight. We're gonna take you guys along the process, of course, of how we make everything. We're gonna link all the recipes down below, so don't you worry about that.
We got popcorn, we've got fried zucchini.
Got skillet s'mores. That's the best part, I think.
Wow. I like the fried zucchini.
And we are also going to take you guys around our brand new living room and our dining area. We partnered up with Article to furnish all of this and make it our dream living space, and it's amazing. I'm so excited to share it.
We couldn't be happier with the way everything turned out, and definitely check them out. They have some great, very affordable furniture that's super stylish too.
Yeah, and they do have vegan furniture, which is awesome. So,
without further ado,
let's get into the living room and then the recipes. Okay, give you guys a quick rundown of what's going on here. Various balls there, but we got couch, another couch. We picked a gray color. We didn't want to get white because didn't trust ourselves with that. And then one of my favorite parts in the living room is our marble table from Article. It's so freaking cute, and I feel like it adds like a touch of class to this room. Our mantle, as you guys saw, we got a bunch of things at like Home Goods and Target, and this is actually a recycled kombucha bottle, and then we found some lavender on the side of the road. It's all dry now, but we're just not touching it so it doesn't fall apart. And then we got these photos on Etsy. We just blew them up and put them on our mantle. And then what do we got here? Caitlin had this vintage Oreo tin and also this book. And then, oh, I gotta get that. We got a plant on OfferUp. Super cheap, it's kind of like Craigslist and super cute, and it was already potted. We got this cute bookshelf from Article. We just added a bunch of like cookbooks and books we had from home, and a plant, a hanging plant, of course. Gotta have that. I feel like that adds like the perfect touch. We have a letterboard, which we don't know what the hell we're gonna put on it yet, but we're gonna figure it out. More plants, a speaker, yeah. Our bar cart, one of my favorite things. We got a Keurig, we got our water filter. It's called the Berkey. We just got a bunch of drinks and stuff down there. Our plant is supposed to go there, but right now it's by the window because it's not doing so hot. And then we have an avocado from Frank & Wit. It's from Society 6, I believe. Next up is our dining table, and this was one of the most important pieces of the space because we have a lot of friends and family coming over, socializing. We wanted to make sure it was super large and super cozy. And lastly, our kitchen. Nothing to do with our living room or dining room, but super cute, and I wanted to include it. That concludes our May tour. I'm so obsessed with our living space. Oh, there's Chris sitting on the stairs right now. And now let's get into the recipes. We're going to start off with our skillet s'mores. First things first, we're going to preheat our oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. And we're actually going to grab our cast iron skillet that we're going to be using here, and we're going to let it heat in the oven while it preheats. And once it is preheated, carefully remove the pan. And we're going to grab some vegan butter. We're using Earth Balance here, and just lather it up. Get crazy with it. And then next thing we're going to add is our vegan chocolate. We have chocolate chunks here. You can also use chocolate chips. You can chop up your favorite chocolate bar, whatever your heart desires, whatever you have in your pantry. And then we're going to pop on our vegan marshmallows. We're using the Dandy's brand here. You can also use the Trader Joe's brand as well. And all that's left to do is just pop this into the oven for about 8 to 10 minutes until the marshmallows are golden and the chocolate is melted. And that's it. We're going to serve this with some vegan graham crackers. And we linked our recipe down below with the graham crackers that we used in it as well. And just scoop it up. And you have made a party's worth of s'mores in 10 minutes, guys. Next up, we're going to be preparing our Fiesta popcorn, our taco-inspired popcorn. Super easy to make. So in a bowl, we're going to mix together some turmeric. We have some onion powder and garlic powder. And then we're going to add in some smoked paprika, one of our favorite ingredients, some chili powder. We have some cumin, We're adding nutritional yeast, of course, because you gotta have cheese with your popcorn, and just mix that together until it is nice and uniform. I also want to note you can add salt as well, but we usually add that when we serve it. Pop that into a coffee grinder or a spice grinder or even a food processor, and we're going to run that until everything is nice and uniform. You want a powder-like consistency. And once that is broken down, we're going to prepare our popcorn. So preparing popcorn on the stovetop is actually really simple. So we're going to heat some coconut oil in a pan. You can also use some vegan butter as well. And once that is nice and melted, we're going to add in about 3 popcorn kernels. These will be our testers here. We're gonna see when the oil is hot enough for them to pop. So once those start popping, whoa, really scary, we're going to add in the remaining popcorn kernels. We're going to actually remove that from the heat for 30 seconds. And then we are going to allow it to start popping, and then we're going to pop it back onto the heat and allow it to finish popping. And you know it's done when there is a large amount of time between the popping of the kernels. As you can see here, they're popping pretty quickly. So once that slows down, we know it's going to be ready. So this is ready in about 2 to 3 minutes. It doesn't take that much time at all. And we're going to add that into a large bowl. We actually underestimated the amount of popcorn we're going to make, so we added that to another bowl, as you will see later. But we're going to be melting some butter. We're going to be adding this on top of the popcorn, because what's popcorn without some melted butter? And yeah, so we're just going to mix that all up until everything is nice and coated. As you can see, the bowl changed. And we're going to add our spice mixture. Add as much or as little as you want. I really like to get crazy with it, and I leave it on the side when we're serving it to our guests as well if they want to add more. And then here is when you can add salt as desired. That's it.
Now it's time to make our fried zucchini. We're going to use about 8 zucchini here, and then we'll thinly slice them with a mandolin. I actually found this really enjoyable, almost therapeutic, to continually slice them like this. So I hope you find it to be the same. And now we'll prepare our garlic cloves. So with the flat end of a knife, we'll just put a little bit of pressure on each clove, and this will help take the skins off. And then with a microplane, we'll just grate our garlic. If you don't have a microplane, you can just dice it up very finely, but we find this is the best for this recipe. You may notice that the garlic gets stuck in the microplane, so just tap it out a few times and that should release it. Now it is time to fry. So we're just adding some canola oil to a cast iron pan, and now we're just gonna drop in our zucchini and we'll let them fry up. We'll have to flip them occasionally until they become golden brown. This does become a little bit of a process since we are using 8 zucchini here, so it's a bit time consuming, but I promise the end result will be very much worth it. Once all the zucchini is done frying, we'll just add that to a medium-sized bowl, and then we'll add in our garlic. That is a lot of garlic, and I love it. And then we'll add in some red wine vinegar. And then we'll add a generous portion of salt, because salt's the best, guys, isn't it? And then we'll just mix that up until everything is evenly combined. And then we'll just top it off with a little more olive oil. And we'll continue to mix that through. From here, we'll add our zucchini into a sealable jar. And this recipe is actually from my parents, so it's one that I grew up enjoying pretty frequently. It's more so a summer recipe, but I have very fond memories of enjoying this with my family, so I'm excited for you all to try it. Now we'll preheat our oven to get this bread toasted up. We'll want to slice it into inch rounds or so, but you can slice it thinner or thicker, depending on your preference. And then we'll just add the slices to a baking sheet, and we'll just pop that in the oven until they become golden and crispy. And then once our bread is all cooked up and toasted, we are finally ready to enjoy. So what we'll do here is scoop the zucchini onto the bread rounds, and then garnish with a little bit of basil for some added flavor. and we're ready to dig in.
Thank you guys for watching.
We hope you like this video, try these recipes, and I hope you guys like our living room.
We're filming this outro right now because definitely not gonna have time to do it later.
And we're having some beers later, so probably won't be the best outro.
But thank you guys again, and please subscribe if you haven't. We post videos every Wednesday and every Friday.
Sometimes Monday we're feeling crazy.
That's right. And we'll see you soon.
Bye guys.